Hi everybody, it's Sabrina Fritts, and I'm happy to be making a video again. It's been a while, but recently I found it was really necessary to be much more introspective and reflective and take time to release yet even more, uncover and release even more. And wow, just when you think you're done, there's always more. And that's it. We're always evolving. We're always changing. And so I needed a little extra help, and I received a healing session last week, which then provided me some amazing information of areas to look at in my life, of things that identified and molded and created who I am today. And I never felt like I had the right to even complain about my childhood. I had a great childhood. I had a wonderful, loving family. I was born into a very close-knit family and was told how much they loved me and how important family was, and I always put family first. And I didn't feel like it was bad enough. I hadn't been molested. I hadn't been physically abused. I never lived on the streets, so all in all, I had a really very typical childhood, one that I didn't feel warranted much speculation or criticism. And recently it's doing some shadow work and just embracing these qualities that I have within myself that make me up and who I am, and the not so pretty things that we all have, and trying not to feel the shame and the guilt over those feelings of having those characteristics and working so hard to hide them. And in doing so, I've been able to release some of the emotional trauma that I've experienced. And they weren't big things, but there are these times in our lives where we have these situations that mold and create who we are, our identity, and our memories, and our triggers, and all those things. And they manifest themselves when we have an emotional experience that we don't fully process at that time. They manifest themselves somewhere in the body. And thankfully, I've never held on to things enough that I've manifested cancer, diabetes, or any number of diseases that can come from the imbalance that we have in our mental and emotional and spiritual areas. The physical body is always going to reflect something. That's how it finally gets our attention. When we're in some kind of pain or a fear of dying, that'll get our attention real quick. You don't have to have a traumatic experience in your childhood, something really, really bad that's happened to you. And there's countless people that have had that. But you can have this very typical childhood and have those experiences that somewhere manifest in your body because of that emotional charge or experience that wasn't fully allowed to process. I mean, this is what we do with our children. When they're crying, when they're upset, we console them and we stop that emotional release. Sometimes the stop comes a little bit more abrasively, like a cold glass of water thrown in your face. And that happened to me, and it got my attention quickly. And when you have to stop your emotional release that quickly, it will manifest. And for me, it was some areas in my solar plexus, but it wasn't physical pain that I was feeling. I had simply felt a stagnation, that I have so much more that I'm supposed to be doing and sharing in this world. And I'm sabotaging myself. I'm holding myself back. My fear, my guilt, my shame, my judgment is holding me back from being the person I want to be. And if going through this process for me helps you in any way, then it's all worth it, right? But I do feel much freer, more confident, more relaxed, and more loving toward all of those little quirks and aspects and identities and labels that I've had throughout my lifetime that aren't really who I am, but they are a part of who I am, and they're no longer going to hold me back. And I hope that you can make that commitment with me as well, that you're willing to release some of those things in your life. And if I can assist in any way, I would love to do so. But thank you for listening, and we're getting so much help right now on the planet as so many new energies are available to us. I mean, this is what this is. It's like, okay, Sabrina, here you get to look at some more ugly stuff, some more crap about you, so that you can let go of this once again, or fully this time. Fully let go of it so that it's no longer holding you back and disabling you from being who you really want to be. And we're all in this together, and we're going to have lots of fun. So wishing you a happy March 1st. Enjoy. Bye-bye.